when you start a tailoring shop at your place by yourself, you're going to be completely independent and self-employed. I might not get a regular salary income if I start a business at home. Or maybe the space in my home is not enough to start a business at home. Why you can actually start a tailoring business at your home itself. When you start a tailoring shop at your place, you can play with your creativity. Hello and welcome back to Freedom English channel. This is Sanaram. When we think of starting a business at our home, we normally think about the negatives. We think that, okay, I might not get a regular salary income if I start a business at home. Or maybe the space in my home is not enough to start a business at home. But in this video, we are going to see the main 5 points, or I would say 5 positive points, which would encourage you to start a business at your home. And today, we are going to focus on tailoring business. Why tailoring business? Okay, let us assume I might go to a tailor and get my things stitched. But if I opt to go for a ready-made shop, again, someone else has stitched it and kept it in the ready-made shop. So demand for tailoring never goes down. We obviously need tailors to get us dresses stitched. So in this video, let us see what are the 5 plus or 5 advantages of setting up a tailoring unit or a tailoring shop in our home itself. First one is independence and self-employment. So when we start a business in our home, we should understand that we are going to be completely independent. We are not answerable to anyone. So when you work beneath someone, there will be restrictions. They'll give us guidelines, rules and regulations which have to be followed. So when we follow all these things, our creativity might be questioned there because we won't be able to give 100% that comes in our brain to the product, because they will say you have to go for this particular design and we have to end up doing it because they pay us and we have to do it. There's no other question there. But when you start a tailoring shop at your place, you can play with your creativity. If you like something, you can suggest it to your customers saying that you can go for like maybe red and black instead of red and blue because red and black will suit you. And if they are convinced and they say yes, you can play and give down your creativity to them. And in case if they love your creativity, they are going to come back to you always. So when you start a tailoring shop at your place by yourself, you're going to be completely independent and self-employed. And I think that is the first point I would like to keep in front of you and would say the best point as well. Second point is great profit margin. You need very less investment if you're going to start a tailoring shop at your place. And in case if you have a sewing machine, well and good, you need not even pull in money for that. So when you start a business at your place, specifically tailoring business, people will come to you. Your neighbors will come to you. You don't need any special promotion. When one person gets it stitched from you, the person will go and tell everyone that we have a tailor in our neighbor and is doing a good work. So how do you make a mark like this? I would say you can adopt for customization. Because if I go to a ready-made shop and ask them to give me a blouse just the way I want it to be, it's not going to happen. They'll say these are the designs available and you can opt for something which is available here. But when it comes to a tailor, I can go and tell the tailor I need such designs, such color, such embroidery. And if you're someone who can meet up to the expectations of your customer, of course you'll create the mark. So one thing you can adopt here is customization. If you want to add a bit of plus there, you can deliver it as soon as possible because everyone wants their things to be delivered soon. So if you say instead of 10 days, I can give it to you in 5 days, they will be really happy and they might be even pay you a little more. Or I would say you can even ask them for more. You can tell them for 10 days, I'm going to charge like 500. For 5 days, I can charge you like 700. But the 5 days count here, not the 200. So they will be ready to pay the 200 and get their blouse or any dresses stitched in 5 days. So my second point here is your profit margin will be more. So what you can do is create that mark for you, most probably by adopting customization. Third point is you can take help of your family members. So when you're starting a tailoring shop in your place, for example, I would say, I had a friend of mine. Her mother was a tailor. So she actually taught my friend few things like losing up a dress or maybe small embroideries or beadworks. All these were taught to my friend. So when my friend finishes her school, she used to go back to her home and just as entertainment would help her mom. So here a mom was getting her work done by her daughter and she need not pay her, or if she wants she can give us some pocket money, but it is not mandatory, but her work were done. But in case if you're planning to start a unit in a mall or in a commercial shop, you would end up having employees for whom you have to pay salary. But when you take help, like help from your family members, you need not pay them. So here your profit is even more. So as I mentioned, when your profit is more, you can even decide where to use the profit. Either you're going to keep it in your pocket or you're going to put it again in the business because you're completely independent here. So my third point here is you need not need employees to work for you. You can actually get the help done by your family members in case if you're starting an in-home tailoring unit. Fourth point, you don't need a commercial space. You can start it in your home. And if you ask me, what is the advantage from that? First one, we do not pay rent. Because when you opt for a space in a mall or maybe a small shop next to your neighborhood, you have to pay rent there. But if you start it in your own house, maybe in a small room there, you need not pay rent. I'll tell you a small example here. When I was in school, which was during 2012, like around 10 years before, my friend's mother, she was doing tailoring business from her place. And trust me, still now, she does it in her place only. But the amount of profit she makes is so much. Because, as I said, she need not pay rent for any places. And she owns a house now. So she has a separate designated room for her tailoring business. And she does everything there. She had one sewing machine at that time and now she has 3. She works it by herself, her daughter helps her, and it's like a family business now. They don't hire people from outside, but they get everything done. She started with blouses, sari falls, only ladies' garment. Now she even does for men. So it is all about learning and growing our business, but the place where the business is started is not important. So if you're someone who is thinking that, okay, I don't have enough money to pay rent in a commercial space or maybe in a mall or in any new shop, how will I start a tailoring business? I would say close your eyes and start it from your home. Fifth point is self-satisfaction. What is more important than self-satisfaction? And when you start your own tailoring business at your own place, you can be completely satisfied because you can play with your creativity, you can decide what you want to do, you can do it the way you want to do, and if you get good amount of profit, you can decide how many percentage you're going to put in your pocket or how many you're going to again put it in the business. Everything is up to you. So this self-satisfaction comes here because of the first point, which is independence and self-employment. So if you're someone who has tailoring skills and is thinking about the negatives of starting tailoring business at home, I would say, but this video would have justified why you can actually start a tailoring business at your home itself. So don't worry, if you have a sewing machine or good amount of money to get one and skills in your hand, go ahead and start it. Even if you want to shift it to a unit later, you can go ahead and do it. It is all about starting. So close your eyes and start the business now. And in case if you're someone who is wondering, okay, I know tailoring, but I also like farming, what should I do about it? Go and download our Freedom app. Because if you want to learn new stuffs regarding farming, regarding business, regarding personal finance, Freedom app is something that will be your best friend. Because we have so many mentors, I would say real-time heroes who have been sharing their life experience with us, who have been teaching us what to do in our life and how to do it. So if you're someone who knows the destination and doesn't know the path, they'll be the one to guide you through it. And if you like the video, go ahead and give a thumbs up. If you think it will be helpful for others, share it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead, subscribe and hit the bell icon. So once again, just to brush up the 5 positive or the advantages of starting an in-home tailoring business is first one, you're going to be independent and self-employed. You don't need a commercial space. You can take help from your family members. You will be self-satisfied and profit margins will be more. So this is Sanaram signing off with this note. I'll catch you again in the next, and then you guys take care and bye-bye.